My first job was as a clerk in a hospital loading bay. I was straight out of high school and real happy to have such a good-paying job. Nothing would make me quit that job. Even though I was a girl, they left me there alone through the night because there were security guards and a nursing station not too far away. I was never scared, just worried about crazy wandering geriatric patients mostly. Until one night when the weirdest delivery of my life arrived. Usually deliveries at night were either refrigerated biological material in sealed boxes that orderlies and nurses come to pick up straight away, or just normal supplies like toilet paper, towels, or chemicals. One night in summer, something very different arrived, and in a very weird way. I was sitting at my desk facing the loading dock doors. They had a button to raise and lower them, and that button was off to the side of where I sat. Other than next to the doors on the inside, there was no way to open them from the outside. Suddenly, and despite neither button being pressed, I heard the doors spring into life with their usual loud rattle. Unlike every other time, there were no security guys, nurses, or orderlies waiting for a pickup. There was just me. The doors rolled up to reveal a large white van. Its lights were shining directly into my face until it turned at an angle and drove into the loading bay. This was unusual too. Drop-offs either waited outside while men unloaded or drove into one of the car parks inside, not this weird angled turn. The van was white, unmarked, with smoky dark windows. Its engine idled. The back doors of the van popped open, and a man in a dark, neat business suit got out. He was wearing dark Blues Brothers-type sunglasses, even though it was nighttime. He looked at me without smiling or identifying himself. I asked him who he was and what he was dropping off. "Don't worry about me, worry about yourself," he told me. Another identical man, got out carrying what looked like a heavy silver metal box with clips holding it tight shut. The two men put the box down in the middle of one of the car parking spaces. Then they got back into their van. The van drove off. No one came to get the box. I got up and pressed the button to close the doors. While the doors rattled down shut, I used the phone to call to the central desk. I told them about the delivery. "Oh yes, that's for Mr. Clark in 1C. I didn't recognize the voice from central desk. It should have been an old woman called Shirley on at night, but it was a young man. I just figured it was an orderly answering because Shirley was asleep or in the bathroom. "Someone will pick it up. Leave it alone." Then the man hung up on me. I left the box alone, didn't go near it, but I always wondered what it was. Oh, also, the hospital didn't have a room 1C, and no Mr. Clark as a consultant or registrar. It was a real mystery. A couple weeks later, I was called into the office and told that the hospital was firing me because they had decided to change how the deliveries were being handled. I was pissed because it was a great job. At the time, I never connected the weird delivery to me being fired, but now I wonder,